Hi everybody, welcome to Herba Farmacy Natural Healing's Vibrant Health series. We are kicking off March month with the immune system and how to recalibrate it. I'd like to start off by reading you an extract from Alan Watts. He had a very interesting take on the immune system and products that we are normally used to dealing with in the form of antibiotics that protects us. Furthermore, every act of interference with the course of nature changes it in unpredictable ways. A human organism which has absorbed antibiotics is not quite the same organism that it was before, because the behavior of its microorganism has been significantly altered. Now, the interesting thing about this comment is this is what we have been conditioned and taught to do. When we get ill, and the saying is when we get ill, we turn to and have been turning to antibiotics for quite a few years. The interesting point is if we start our normal regime of maintaining our health using chemicals, it's like the brain gets wired to only react to those chemicals. If we had started off our journey and we used natural remedies from the beginning, the body would be, and the brain's neurons would be wired to accept the herbal remedies as the norm. So what actually happens is when we start taking antibiotics, the body, its neurons are wired in the way that if we, for example, get a headache and we take our Gen Pain, for example, it's wired that each time we have a headache, the Gen Pain is the only thing that is going to give us relief. If we now, along our journey, decide we are moving away from the chemical aspects and we now want to take a natural remedy, it takes a long period of time for that rewiring to take place so that the herb can now be the overrider of the brain's neurons. It sounds rather complex, but it's actually quite simple. We've been given a beautiful, beautiful gift from God's Pharmacy, herbs, to use for every single modality that you can actually think of, to use to feed ourselves, to use to heal ourselves, to alleviate pain. We're going back into that system, and the trend is getting to a stage where it's more normal to use natural remedies than to turn to chemicals first. So here we have the wonderful saying when people use herbs, but it takes so long. Well, it takes long because your brain has to now be rewired. And it gets rewired for the herbs. And once the herbs become the overrider in the brain's neurons, the herbs can then kick in. We've got this beautiful gift of so many thousands of herbs to be able to choose from in different remedies, whether it's tinctures or capsules or creams. And it is important for us to start turning to that natural process, start looking for natural remedies. When we're dealing with the immune system, one of the paramount points to kind of take cognizance of in the beginning, as we're stepping off the platform and talking about it, is that the immune system is throughout the whole body. It is in every single cell and in every single organism. It is the guardian that stands at the gate, protecting and defending our body against invasion. So it makes common sense for us to, prior to waiting until we get ill and then looking for a remedy, building the immune and boosting it and recalibrating it so that it is strong and healthy. And in the strength of the immune system, we then gain a natural process of well-being. All the organs are functioning correctly. The body is not running on a fright and flight. In other words, it's struggling with invaders or toxins that are in the system. And it can operate and defend us properly. When we look at the immune system, one of the important factors to remember is it is in every cell. It's in every organism. So normal standards, and I'm talking when we're dealing with chemicals, is to deal with each organ individually. So either the digestive system on its own, or the kidneys, or the liver, so on and so forth. When we're dealing with the immune system, we use the approach of holistic. We tackle it as a whole entity. We feed and boost the system in its wholeness. And by doing so, what we're actually doing is ensuring that the immune system is strong enough to be able to take invasions which do occur because of where we live and how we live at this current stage. When we approach immune boosting and recalibration, what we're talking about is, and here comes the word that most people don't like, lifestyle changes. It's the older approach, and we've got to agree it does work. So changing your eating patterns, looking at eating for healthier, living, live foods, eradicating things like processed foods, tin foods, things that are not living, helps to revitalize the body, revitalize the energy in the body. The second step that we can look at taking is reducing our stress. All of us are unique. Each of us has got a specific trigger that we can use to release our tension. Some do heavy exercise, some sit in the garden, some meditate, some do yoga. Whatever your trigger is, find it and start using it to lower your personal, business, and financial stress. The third point that is very, very important, and a lot of people skip this point or miss this point, your sleeping patterns. It is imperative that your body has good, sound, deep sleep every single night. We all know the 8 hours is the parameter that we work under, but the deep sleep is very important. So if your sleeping patterns are not regular and not in a pattern that gives you good, sound, deep sleep, use your natural remedies to assist you for a short period of time. Remember, we're rewiring the brain, so now we use natural remedies and natural sleeping aids, and for a short period of time, just keep using it as per it is described in whatever product you're using, and slowly but surely the body then gets recalibrated to, this is how I'm supposed to sleep. Do it for a short period of time, your sleep pattern is restored. And believe you me, after the sleep pattern is restored in that deep REM sleep, you will feel when you wake up far better, far more energized, less brain fog. The other point is exercise, move. A lot of people say, yes, but I don't have the time. 5-10 minutes of a day after work, just doing a little bit of exercise, whether it is walking or doing a bit of qigong or a bit of yoga, a little bit of skipping, jumping. Simple, small things make a huge, huge difference. So those are the old adages that are still there, that we still have to attend to. But now we've got this beautiful pharmacy made from the Creator God himself that we can now tap into and use these powerful remedies to uplift our energy, support our immune system. What we're going to do this month is we've got a number of products that are on special for you. There is quite a few other videos that you can look at on our YouTube video that describes the products in further detail. Products you can use to boost your immune. But what we're going to do as a gift to every single person who buys products over the value of 500 Rand in the month of March, we have got a 3-week immune support program. And it gives you step by step what products to use, when to use, for how long to use. It even gives you a list of the products that you're going to need per each week for you to be able to now get on the road to supporting, feeding, nourishing, and boosting your immune system. Remember, we're heading for our winter months, and our winter months are the months where we get the flus, the colds, the fevers, where we get sluggish energy. Remember the foods that you got to eat. It's living foods. Those feed you and nourish you, keep the energy levels up. It doesn't give you a seesaw effect when we're eating sugars and then it drops, sugars and then it drops. When we're eating good, healthy food, it climbs up beautifully and it maintains that level far longer. So we haven't got the spikes in energy. It also is a recalibration of your brain neurons so they can breathe now. The toxins that we carry in our bodies. And as most of you will know from watching our YouTubes and being involved with Herba Farmacy, our main thrust in the beginning for immune boosting, please do a full body detox. It does not help eating good solid food, living food, taking supplements, taking herbs, if your colon is impacted, if your liver and your kidneys are not functioning and filtering. You're wasting your money by doing that. So why we suggest that you do a full body detox prior to any of this boosting and feeding is that we need the colon to be super clean. So all the toxins, all the built up materials, the parasites, the bacteria, the viruses are cleansed from the body in a full body detox. Now we've got a clean, beautiful colon that can absorb the foods that you're now eating, can absorb the herbs that you're now taking to boost your immune system. Your kidneys, your liver are now cleaned, so they are able to filtrate out any of the other toxins that are left in the body. By doing that first, before starting to feed or boost the immune system, you're ensuring that your money is well spent. Any product you take there afterwards is absorbed into the system through the colon, into the bloodstream, and you're getting the full maximum benefit from God's Pharmacy. Have a look on our website, please, and you will see there is a lot of products that are on special, all mainly pertaining to the full body detox and immune boosting. We also, as I said, encourage you to go to the YouTube and have a look at, there's a whole YouTube on the full body detox, on quite a few of the tinctures as well and what they're used for and why we use them. There is a resources page on our website as well where you can go in and read up on Dr. Hilda Clark and her resources and why we do what we do and why we suggest the detoxes are so important. Join us on this journey in the month of March so that we can all be fully prepared for the winter months that come ahead. For the next series, we are going to still, in this month, cover immunity, but the next one is going to be mainly aimed at the immune boosting for HIV and AIDS clients and practitioners. So keep watching. Please subscribe as well. Turn on the icon bell so that you get notified when our new YouTubes come out. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a super day. Bye-bye for now.